So good. Last year I shared my high protein, zero added sugar hot chocolate recipe, and it absolutely blew my mind because it was so good. So this year I'm sharing a little twist on the classic favorite. Today I'm making my zero sugar, high protein, pumpkin spice hot chocolate. Let's dive into it. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's nutrition human performance. Now this recipe contains 0 grams of added sugar and up to 18 grams of complete protein depending on the milk that you're choosing. It's a really great dessert option to help you stay on track with your weight loss or your wellness goals, especially if you find that you have a hard time fitting in enough protein while also avoiding sugary treats. I also love this as a dessert or treat option because it does contain high quality complete protein, so it actually helps you to feel more satisfied, less hungry, and help prevent sugar cravings. And since it is the fall, this has been my personal go-to lately, especially since I'm on my own postpartum weight loss journey. Especially since pretty much everything else pumpkin spice that you can buy now comes with a lot of sugar. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever checked out the nutrition facts on the pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks, but a grande has about 50 grams of sugar. That is mind-blowing and definitely will not help to serve your weight loss or your wellness goals. So the thing that makes this recipe high in protein but also not have any added sugar is my zero sugar chocolate protein powder. It uses monk fruit extract without any sugar alcohols, just 100% monk fruit extract, which provides a natural sweetness without any sugar. I specifically created my protein powder to taste amazing with recipes because I feel like all other protein powders just are really overpowering, way too strong, and just don't taste good in actual food. So we're going to use 1 scoop of my zero sugar chocolate protein powder for 10 grams of complete protein and to get that like chocolatey sweet goodness. But we're going to start off by first pouring in about a cup or like a mug worth of milk, which does also provide about 8 grams of complete protein. So combined, it will have about 18 grams of complete protein. We can also use a dairy-free option like unsweetened almond milk, unsweetened coconut milk. I just would not recommend oat milk, which is really high in starches that break down into sugar. Now, because this provides 18 grams of protein, it's really great from a body recomposition perspective, which is where we're losing body fat but not losing muscle mass. Protein is the key important factor for body recomposition, and it's really easy to not get enough. So this not only provides a sweet treat, but it also helps us to get that extra boost of protein. So we're going to start off by adding the milk into a pan. Now notice that I don't have the milk on yet, but I am going to now turn it on to like a medium low. If you tend to have a hot stove, then I would recommend putting it more on low. Whenever you're using like protein powder in a recipe, you don't want to put it on excessively high heat. Otherwise, it can just cause it to not come out very well. So next up, for the sweetness and for the chocolate and for the added protein, we're going to put in a scoop of my zero sugar protein powder. And then also for that really rich chocolatey flavor, to add even more chocolate punch, I'm adding in unsweetened cocoa powder. Now we get into like the pumpkin spice vibe. I'm going to be putting in about a half teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. This is just a mixture of different spices that are used for like pumpkin spice related recipes. Okay, now we're gonna add in vanilla extract, which sounds off for like a chocolate recipe, but it just helps to complete that pumpkin spice goodness. Now I'm going to just add in like a splash or so, but you can use about a half teaspoon. Now we're just going to heat this up until it's actually warm to the temperature that we would want it, and we want it to slowly heat up so it doesn't boil and curdle. We're going to whisk it up until everything's combined, and I also made sure my protein powder mixes really well into recipes too so we don't get clumps. Oh. Smelling so good already. Now you just want to heat it up from here to the temperature that you want it at. So I'm just going to test it periodically. I want it a little bit hotter than that. Tastes good. I'm also just gonna give it a little whisk every now and then, just make sure that it's getting evenly heated up. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off because it's at the temperature that I want it at. As you can see, it literally took like 30 seconds or a minute for it to heat up, even at that lower temperature, so you don't wanna have it sitting on the stovetop for too long. Okay, now I'm just going to pour it in. Now you can also add on my zero sugar whipped cream on top of this. I'll have that video linked up top. That would be a really great addition as well, but let's give it a taste. Perfection. It's got that like pumpkin spicy chocolatey vibe. You know, it's fall. We all like a little bit of pumpkin spice in our life during this time. I have my husband behind the camera who's just like shaking his head because he's kind of over everything pumpkin spice. I'm still into it. If you guys are still really into pumpkin spice like I am, you're gonna love this. Now, really the key for this recipe is my zero sugar chocolate protein powder. It gives it such a nice balanced sweet flavor and the chocolatey goodness. So if you guys haven't tested it out yet, make sure you check it out. I'll have it linked down in the description below, but you can also find it on my website at autumnlnutrition.com/shop. Now, if you love just like OG hot chocolate, pumpkin spice isn't really your thing, you need to check out my original zero sugar hot chocolate recipe. You can check it out right here. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here, Got new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, I'm gonna go finish this and I'll see you in my next video. So good.